Carrington, congratulations on the win just a week ago.
Thank
less
you,
than a week
appreciate
ago.
it. Thank
Third
you.
round knockout?
Yes,
third
sir,
round
third
knockout.
round, yeah.
Over Enrique Vivas, a good opponent. How would you rate that performance?
I would rate it by like a B. You know, I felt like I could have sharpened little things up in the beginning, but we got the knockout and something that no one's ever done against Enrique Vivas. I feel like at this point right now, I'm just continuing to show why I'm on a different level than everybody else in my division.
I wanted to ask you about that. Vivas has been in with real guys. He's a real opponent. No one's ever stopped him. You made it look easy. You didn't just stop him. You destroyed him. Did that mean a lot to you? Were you gunning for the knockout, wanting to be the first guy to ever stop him?
I felt like it was very possible, but gunning for it, no, because I've done that in the past, and granted, it has done me justice, but I've also gone into a fight where I was trying to knock a guy out and I couldn't get it, and it kind of frustrated me. It kind of got me off my game plan. It made the fight really close. So I've become more mature to where if I'm just going to work on my game plan, if the knockout comes, the knockout comes. If it doesn't, we're just going to focus on dominating. And, the knockout came for us early into the fight, and I got him up out of there.
I wanted to ask you, we're talking back there. Up there, you look like a 140-pounder, 135-pounder. Are you still making 126 okay?
Easily. With my last fight, I was hovering around 126 for like the past 3 days before weigh-ins, just so I won't get too low.
You look bigger than Mason, I'll be honest. You look bigger than Abdullah Mason.
Well, Mason, he's making weight.
He's making weight, that's
so
true,
of course
that's
I'm
true.
going to be a little bigger than him right now.
He looks like a welterweight up there.
Yeah, no, seriously. But, at this point right now, I'm very comfortable in making weight, and I see myself campaigning out with the 126 division for the next couple years, so you guys got a lot to worry about in the 126 division.
I got to ask you, a lot of people think the best fighter in the world, top-ranked fighter, 122. Is that ever crossed your mind that a new egg could come up to 126 and that's a possible fight for me, or is it just he's at 22 right now, he's not on my radar?
As of right now, he's not on my radar. I'm really focused on fighting the world champions in my division. So I'm ready for the Nick Balls, the Stephen Fulton, but he's talking about he wants to go up in weight now. So whoever's gonna, whoever I have to fight for the WBC, Andrew Leo, Espinoza. I want to fight all of these guys. Any one of those guys I'm ready to go after and just get my chance to fight for a world title. I've been pushing out the hashtag, I just want my shot, and I really want everyone else to push that out as well too, because at this point, there's no point in waiting for me anymore. I can't leave 2025 without fighting for a world title. I just can't.
I want to ask you that 126 has loaded world champions. Nick Ball, who's all action, fan-friendly fighter.
Yes.
You got Espinoza,
yes,
who is a wrecking ball.
Yes.
Is there a particular champion that you want? Is there one name I want to fight that guy?
I would say out of all of them, it will be Nick Ball, because he's probably the most lucrative fight, and I think that our styles match up so swell for an action-packed, fan-friendly fight. A lot of people's gonna tune into that. It's an international, global type of thing with the UK and the US. Man, I feel like it's just a recipe for a great showdown, and why not put that fight together?
Would you be willing to go over there to the UK and fight him?
I'll be definitely willing to go over there, but I would also hope that he consider to come over to New York.
City.
You know what I'm saying? But I'm open for both. It is what it is. I might have to take the title from the guy in his hometown, and that, to be honest, that's pretty sweet too. But yeah, man, listen, come across the pond, man, and fight me over in New York too. You know what I mean? We'll treat you nice.
Oh, you definitely got that New York swag. You're a natural at this. How does it feel to be on this side of the microphone?
Oh no, it's great. To be honest, it's pretty nerve-wracking.
You got a second career when boxing's done? You're gonna do this?
Oh, 100%. I'm super interested in commentating and just being in front of the mic, period. And outside of boxing, it's very fun. It's something that I feel like that comes to me naturally, and it's something that I kind of get a little more nervous about than the actual fight. I've been boxing more all my life, so I'm pretty confident when it comes to me being in the ring. This, not so much, and I want to continue to get my reps, continue to build my confidence in talking on the mic, and just be very polished by the time I really get set and commentating.
I wanted to ask you, there's been a ton of great fighters from Brooklyn, all-time great fighters.
Yeah.
But it's been a while since we had an all-time great. Danny Jacobs, Zab, Paulie, there's been good fighters, but there hasn't been an all-time great. Mm-hmm. That kind of, they're looking at you, champ, is that an extra pressure that you carry? I can't just be good, I gotta be the next great from Brooklyn?
Yeah, I definitely am shooting for the stars. I want to get, on that Mike Tyson type of level. He's an icon inside the ring, outside of the ring. And I want to get on that type of level. And, it's no disrespect to Danny Jacobs to Zab Judah, all those guys, because they are great fighters in their own, and I've looked up to them. Those guys are my idols. But you know, my ambitions are definitely further than what they accomplished. And yeah, I want to be known as one of the all-time greats.
You got a great crowd outside the ring, but inside the ring, it's next level.
Thank you,
when can we expect to see you again? Any idea when we can see you back?
Hopefully, I'll be fighting again in July. I don't plan on, sitting, outside of the ring too much longer. I really want to be able to continue to stay active and put pressure on these world champions that are hesitant to fight me. I'm already getting word that a lot of these guys, majority of the world champions, don't want to fight me because it's a risk. But bro, you're a world champion. You're supposed to dare to be great and fight the best. You have to take risks at some point, and I'm definitely one of those guys that's in me. I'm knocking at the door right now, but at this point, I'm gonna start kicking the door down and really forcing.
Well, Espinosa has a fight coming up in May.
Yeah.
A month away.
Yeah.
Fighting Eddie Vasquez. Your thoughts on that fight, and is that the winner? Is that a world title? I mean, you take any world title, right? Any world title shot.
I'll take any world title shot. If Espinosa is the first to come up, if he's the first to come up,
I feel like that would be easy to make.
I feel like that fight against Eddie Vasquez is going to be a great one because Eddie Vasquez has shown a good showing of himself against guys like Ray Ford and
Joe Cordina.
Cordina. He's definitely.
He arguably won both those fights.
Hey, listen, he's no slouch whatsoever. So I'm really interested to see how that fight is going to turn out for Espinosa.
Any prediction on that?
I don't know. I'm not really too familiar with Espinosa in terms of how he deals with certain styles.
Yeah.
We've seen him. I think I started watching him once he fought Robesi, and we've just seen him fight, that style. And I think Chirino, but he got Chirino pretty quick out of there because I really didn't see much. But I'm interested to see how he's going to deal with Vasquez's style, and then I'll probably have more of a well-rounded analysis on a guy like Rafael Espinosa after that fight.
Appreciate your time, champ. Look forward to seeing you back in July.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. Appreciate you. You got a natural gift for talking. You ever did this before? This is like
I've been doing interviews since I was a little kid.
Oh,
My dad
but yeah,
had
just-
taught me young, so yeah.
it paid off. Like
Thank you.
you're smooth and natural behind that.
Thank you, appreciate it, man. Shoot, how you guys doing?